So one of the most effective tactics that I have ever used to get better at studying, to retain better information, to study and read more effectively is to remove distractions from my workspace. So a lot of people don't actually understand how bad distractions actually are when you're trying to study, when you're trying to read, because the most effective way to read is to just open up whatever you're trying to study and just have like intense focus. Just like open up the book, put your mind and your eyes on it and just read and just don't let yourself like drift away. Problem with that is if you have a distraction in your workspace or your house, your attention's going to be divided. People don't actually understand how bad that is because you lose so much focus when you do that. Like I remember, or even now, like if I'm reading a book and I'm sitting there and I'm reading, or I'm studying for an exam and I'm sitting there and I'm reading and my phone goes off, or a door opens in my house, or somebody outside is talking, or I hear a car backing up outside, my mind just automatically darts to that. And then I look back at the literature and then my brain is just not as effective because I just lost what I was thinking about. So distractions are extremely detrimental to your focus. So you need to remove distractions from your workplace, which, by the way, I will show you how to do that. I will show you how to create the most optimal study space, the most optimal workspace, and the most distraction-free workspace in my course. Top link in the description. If you join it, I will teach you how to study the most effectively and how to remove all distractions from your workplace that might actually hinder your studying. So first link in the description. Yeah, so when it comes to studying, like I said, you need to have that intense focus. So you need to remove all distractions from your workspace. And I mean everything. Your phone especially. A lot of people don't actually understand how even just having your phone, like for example, if you got your phone like right here and like you're reading right here, like even if it's not going off, your vision is just going to be darting, right? Because you're going to be looking, because you're going to be like, did I get a notification? Oh, did my Facebook go off? Oh, did I get a phone call? Oh, is my mom texting me? Oh, is my girlfriend texting me? Oh, is this? Oh, is TikTok going off? The problem is we've become so attached to our phones and we've become so addicted to our phones that it becomes like a number one priority in our mind. So with your phone being right here and you studying and reading, you're just going to be constantly darting towards it, even though like you may think like, no, I'm good. I'll just leave it there. It'll be shut off. I'll put it on do not disturb or airplane mode. If you have a phone, chances are it's subconsciously the number one priority in your mind. Because be honest with yourself. Every time you read a book, have you just been constantly looking at your phone like, oh, did I get a text message? Oh, is something important? Oh, what if there's an emergency? You've done that. I've done that. Most people who study and read done that. And that breaks your focus. You got to understand how badly even just doing this while you're studying will break your focus, because your mind will turn, it'll focus on whatever is over there. Then it'll come back and then your mind has to reset into what you're reading. And especially if you're not used to reading, that's a lot of information for your brain to take in. So you need to remove distractions. And like I said, it could be beyond your phone. It goes beyond what your phone is. It could be your parents, kids outside, your girlfriend's cooking, or the sink's going off, or the laundry's going off, or like I said, a door opening or closing. You got to remove all distractions. So the best way that I found that is if you have your own room, if you have your own like workspace, whatever, you need to remove anything that you may know will distract you. So like, I'm not even kidding. There's some times where I've had a bare desk. I've been in my workspace. I've just had a bare desk just with a book or whatever I'm studying there. That's it. My phone's in the other room. I tell anybody who I'm living with, just don't distract me. I need to work for a few hours. And that really is effective. I set a timer, and like I have like an old timer, like it's literally a crank timer, egg timer. I'll put it down. I'll be like, okay, and then I'll turn it over so I'm not looking at the time, and then I'll look at it, and then that's it. The only time I know that I'm done with studying is if that timer goes off. That's it. So that is the most effective way to study. But I know what you might be saying. Well, what if I don't have a quiet place? Let's say I live in a house with like 6 siblings and it's like really cramped. There's always something going on. And my mom's always cooking food, or my dad's always watching football on TV, blah, blah, blah. And I don't really have a quiet space. So that I would say the library. The library is an extremely effective way to study. Now, I get it. You might not have a library close, but try to find one, right? So I go to my library, and there are literally quiet spaces to study where they have the room actually like insulated. Like, you know how you got like those like soundproof insulation on like some walls you see in like YouTube videos and like streamers like stream with the soundproof walls? They have that in there. So like sometimes I go to the library, you go in and you close the door and it's just like, it's silent. It is the most effective way to study. So try to find yourself a library. And honestly, if worse comes to worse, let's say you live in the middle of nowhere. Let's say you live in a farm and you're like 3 hours away from the nearest city and you still want to study, you still want to read. But you still live in a big family, you got like 6 other siblings, dad's watching football, mom's cooking, doing dishes, you got the laundry going on, right? Birds are chirping outside. If all else fails and you have to study in a noisy house, white noise. White noise is the most effective, because I get it. Sometimes I'm studying in like the middle of the night. Sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I won't be able to sleep and I want to study, but I don't want to have distractions like car noise or my cats or whatever, right? I can't go to the library because the library is closed. So I will put earbuds in. Like I have earbuds that I put in and I'll turn on some white noise and that like immediately just flushes out the rest of the world. The rest of the world is just, it's like a barricade. It flushes it out and I can just sit there, study and read. That's it. So you need to find a distraction-free place to study or you're not going to be able to study as effectively. So like I said, optimize your room or your workspace to be distraction-free. Go to the library if you can. Worst case scenario, just get some white noise. If you do this, I guarantee, like literally, I will guarantee, and I want you to try this, you will study more effectively. You'll do better on whatever exam you're studying for, and you'll retain whatever you're trying to read a book, like whatever knowledge you're trying to read from a book. Guarantee it. Like I can't emphasize this enough how well this helped me. So just give it a shot. I guarantee you won't be disappointed and you'll become better at studying and reading.